I'm calling priming the writing mind. And I want to add self-care to that. So priming the writing mind and self-care. Okay, I've already mentioned that you might want to start jotting down your memories and making this very short and sweet. So using the listing process, not writing out paragraphs or the full memory. Heaven knows that could take you hours or days to do that. So one memory at a time, capturing it with a word or a phrase or a sentence or two, but not laboring it. Just when it comes to mind, you say, oh, okay, that's a memory that keeps returning to me. I'm going to write that down. So just capturing the memory. So you want to do that as extensive a list as you feel you need, whether that is for 10 memories or 100 memories. Doesn't matter. Just start making a list. Do trust your memory. Trust that what presents itself as the memory is something you can trust. For instance, if you're talking about what was said, what two people said to one another, you can trust what comes to you as the dialogue. You can trust that. And if you have to start with, hello, how are you? And how was your day? And how did you sleep last night? Well, that's okay too. When you're getting started, you're just priming your mind. You're priming your memory. You're priming yourself to be able to observe, to become aware of the memory and the pieces of the memory, and to write it down on paper. And this course is going to be about how you write it down in an interesting manner. Now, we don't have to be so interested. It doesn't have to be so interesting immediately, but that's the goal, for it to become interesting enough that someone else would like to read it, right? I mean, yeah, if you want to write it and just read it yourself, well, that's okay too. And you'll love doing what we do. But if your objective is to maybe one day let someone read it, like a family member or the public or a good friend or whomever, you want it to be engaging. You know for certain, science has proven that our mind has a great impact on our well-being, our health. And we know for a fact that what we think about all day long, we become. For instance, if I think about being sick all day long for hours and hours, you can bet that's going to continue as the day progresses. I am going to feel sick. I am going to be sick. If I think about trauma, a horrible thing that happened to myself or someone else, and if I dwell on that for hours and hours, if that's my theme in my head all for a long period of time, you can believe I'm going to start to feel traumatized. And thoughts evoke feelings, and feelings sometimes evoke thoughts. So this cycle of thought and feeling and if it's something that's traumatizing or painful or hurtful or about sickness or unhealth, be in that space enough and you will be that space. You will be that mental space. And then you will be that physical space. It's just the reality of how the mind works. Okay, on the other hand, think about luxurious, pleasant, relaxing, beautiful, inspiring places for hours. I bet you'll end up feeling pretty inspired and pretty relaxed. And who knows what might come to your mind about what you need to be doing in a creative way or where you want to go. Or you can expect all kinds of great things if you're going to be in such an inspiring place in your mind. And also, if you think about being healthy, fit, and in perfectly good shape, well, you're going to feel like you're in perfectly good shape and you're going to feel healthy. And when one feels healthy, one feels happier and one feels more joyful. And something happens to the pain and the hurt. It just is not part of your state of consciousness. So what I'm trying to say is when you're digging into memories and memory work, you want to be careful to also be aware of what you are inviting into your mental space, into your life space, into your reality. That be conscious of what you're thinking, be conscious of how you're working with your memories, and be very intentional about making choices to make shifts so that you don't stay stuck in a mental or emotional space that is not good for your mind and your body. Part of what might be scary about this creative process and jumping into a creative process is that we kind of know that we're going to take ourselves somewhere that might be kind of shocking and might not be pleasant and might be difficult. And so we just want to be we want to be respectful of ourselves and kind to ourselves. So I don't want to belabor it, but it is very important. And take it from someone who knows. I've taken myself to some interesting places and gotten lost at times. And I've had 4 years post-publishing my Three Red Suitcases book to really reflect on this and figure out what I'm doing and what I've done and how to take care of myself. So that part of this learning to write about memory is about becoming the observer and becoming aware and getting outside of the thought and feeling as if it is me and getting into the thoughts and feelings and the memories in a more objective manner, a more observing manner. So we're observing and capturing, like watching a movie. Think about these memories as movies, and you're looking at it and you're going to write it down, but you're not going to live in it forever.